11:30 on London's late night song choice. Should we take a call? Yeah. Marcus is in Fulham. He's on the air. Hello, Marcus.
Oh, not me again. I'm sorry.
What's the matter with you? You keep phoning me up, mate.
I know people say we're having a secret relationship. It's terrible, man.
Well, I thought we agreed that you weren't going to mention it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, just between you and me.
Yeah.
Yes, £10 an hour, yes, homebrew. I've done red wine once, and I put sugar in it when I gave everyone to taste to pretend it was fantastic, and films.
Right, is that the end of your call, or is that the list of things you want to talk about?
Well, I've done the first two. First two's done.
Well, hang on, no, you haven't done the first two properly. Not to warrant being on a radio phone-in, mate. So, why should it be £10 an hour when the retail consortium say now's not the right time for a pay rise and the sector's suffering?
Oh, I think it absolutely is, and that job, we all know that job's very important, and just give them what they really should be getting, and let's really do treat them with a lot more respect than what we already are. Yeah.
Do you think there is a lack of respect for people who work in shops and supermarkets?
Oh, absolutely. When I'm standing in the queue and I'm watching the way other people in front of me treat some of them, I just think, oh, these people, some of them are just appalling. And so, you see it every now and then, and I just have to grit my teeth and just give a dirty look and try and keep on smiling.
Yeah, I mean, I've witnessed that as well. Where do you think that comes from then? People treating people in a bad way like that. Breeding,
socialisation, what else can I say? It's everywhere. It's from the time we're born, everyone thinks they're better than somebody else. So, that's what capitalism does, really.
It's the fault of capitalism.
Oh, I shouldn't say that.
No, you can say whatever you want. I just thought it was an interesting remark. Maybe it is. Maybe if everyone's money motivated, they forget about people. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. What's happening now? People are not money motivated now. Well, they are, but they're not, because we've all realised that money's worthless, and so now suddenly people have to be nice to each other. And now people are realising that actually people are quite nice out there.
Yeah. I'm going to have to ask you about that. So you think people now consider money to be worthless?
Well, I always have, and money is only valuable because we think it, because society has placed value on it.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why money has value.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really interesting comment. That is such an interesting comment. Well, we're going to have to spend some time on this, Marcus. You don't realise how good you are. So what's the alternative?
Actually, if you go down my dad's line of thinking, and also partly mine, the fault of the human race, since we have become what we are, we think beyond instinct, and because we think beyond instinct, we can change the world. And because we can change the world, therefore we are the worst microorganism on this earth, on this planet, who is doing the most destruction. No other organism on this planet, apart from the human race, does this stuff. So actually, I don't think all of us should be here in the first place. But the point is, we are here, so we've got to deal with what we've got for now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But what's the alternative to money?
Well, first of all, in my dad's eyes, there are at least 2 billion people too many on the planet already. So now let's answer the question after that point.
Yeah.
If it is possible to survive and we do some sort of like bartering or something. I mean, I'm talking out of my you-know-what here. I'm only sort of surmising and I don't really know. But I do know that money is not the answer, but I can't give you an alternative response to.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to catch you out because I'm genuinely interested in the conversation. And the older I get and the more time that I spend on this planet, I like talking about what alternatives might exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, I've certainly noticed that I can live on a lot less money than what I thought I could, and it's not as important as I thought it was, and I don't think I'm missing out on what I thought I would be and am missing out on.
Yeah. What did you think you would be missing out on? Just one example, and then we'll move on to your red wine experiment.
Just being more free and just walking around. But this is what it is, and I'm not really missing out at the moment, I don't think. I don't.
Yeah. Is this time giving you, this particular moment in time giving you more time to think?
Yeah, and reinforcement as well. Reinforcement of all the stuff that I use the word should, and the word should comes with conditions, whereas the word could does come without condition.
Yeah.
And so actually I'm thinking about stuff I should have been thinking about, and I am now, and I'm okay with it so far.
Do you know what? This is great. I'm so chuffed you've actually had this conversation with me.
Oh, cool, excellent. I love it. Red wine.
It's good. Now, yeah, so you made your own red wine. Walk me through. Is it easy, or is it laden with possible disappointment?
It was a bit disappointing, but I was so chuffed that I did it. Did it once. Am I allowed to mention a shop that's no longer in existence?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
It was called Cheers, and it was in Cheam in South London.
Yeah.
And when you phone up and say hello, the first thing he says, cheers! And that used to annoy me because I didn't know what he was saying. Anyway, I went there and got the stuff that I needed. What is it, the yeast or whatever it is that you buy, and the containers that you put it in, and did what we had to do. And then however many months later, decanted it into bottles, and it was not too bad. It was a bit vinegary. And when Film Club turned up one Tuesday night, I gave them some, and I put a little bit of brown sugar in each one, and they tried it, and I said, "Oh, that's quite nice. What have you done to it?"
Yeah.
But no, I think we just passed the test.
Yeah, well, you can hide up a lot of mistakes with sugar, can't you? I've learned that with cooking over the years. Right. So why not return to it after that one experience?
Laziness. We were getting rid of stuff, throwing stuff out, and we gave some mates of ours a whole stack of the bottles that I can't remember what you call those bottles that you put your wine in, but they've got a particular name.
Are they like the big, like the bells?
Yeah, the bells with the hook.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And so we gave them away, and then that was it, really. Yes.
Huh. Well, I'm interested in that. You don't fancy making some of this mead that I learned about earlier?
I do, actually. This has reinvigorated my...
No, I've just jotted it down. I've just taken a picture of the list on my phone so I don't forget. Honey, 3-litre bottle, half a bag of sugar, some champagne yeast, and some water. It can't be that simple, can it?
Oh, blimey! If that's simple, when I listen to this conversation again afterwards, I'm going to write that. Oh, I think I'm going to start it, actually.
I mean, the thing is, we'll never leave the house till we start all doing that.
No, that's all right. But this is what this lockdown is sort of giving us, a little bit of, back to the old stuff. This is what it's all about, really.
I didn't think we'd be going back to Viking times and start swinging mead from our airing cupboard.
Well, we've got all those genes in our body, and we continue them on, so we might as well reinvigorate the genes that have been hanging around in our bodies that we haven't taken notice of for the last few thousand years.
I think you're probably right. Anything else? Oh, we need to do about movie soundtracks. Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah. Right, my movie soundtrack of all time would have to be Peter Gabriel's Passion soundtrack, which was the working title to the Martin Scorsese film The Last Temptation of Christ from 1988.
Okay, and why is it particularly good? I've not heard it, so you need to sell it to me.
Right, it is totally instrumental, but it has human wailing all the way through most of the songs, with Peter Gabriel's voice, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, the late Qawwali singer from Pakistan, the Senegalese singer Youssou N'Dour, who he did a duet with
Nana Cherry.
Nana Cherry, and also In Your Eyes, that famous song Peter Gabriel and Youssou N'Dour from 1986 from the So album.
Yeah.
But now this music, he has what is called a lot of droning in it. Now, drone, not the thing that flies in the air, but the old meaning of drone, which is you have background chanting or background, sort of the same note going in the background, putting you into a meditative state.
Right.
And Peter Gabriel always said, when in doubt, drone. So in other words, when he's composing a song, if there's something that I can't figure out what to do, I just put that one note in the background, and that fills the gaps of the stuff that I don't know what I need to do.
Did he really say that? If in doubt, drone?
He was once quoted and said, when in doubt, drone.
That would explain a lot.
Yes, but he's on that 21-track album. It is possibly the most magnificent instrumental sort of vocal album ever released ever since I started listening to music. It is phenomenal.
Good work. Listen, I enjoyed the conversation. Let's talk again soon, Marcus. That's Marcus in Fulham.